The new Red Dead Online update for the month of April has brought about some insane money bonuses and payout changes for you to enjoy. And so today on the show, we're going to be breaking down all of the best ways that you can capitalize on these bonuses and make tons of extra golden money just by playing the game this month. These are some of the best bonuses we've ever seen, definitely like top 5 for the game ever. And you can either just relax and play for your own enjoyment and still stack some good currency, or if you're a hardcore player, you can definitely take the grindy approach. But overall, as long as you're just smart with engaging with these activities and selectively picking and choosing where to focus your efforts this month, you can make game-changing amounts of money, gold, and XP. So with that said, let's get started. So I'll just cover all the bonuses briefly so you can kind of get a feel for what's going on, and then we'll talk about everything in detail. So we have triple money, XP and roll XP on all trader sales, triple money and XP on the trader out free roam events, double gold on completing all daily challenges, but that's a little bit misleading because it's the bonus for completing all dailies, not double gold on the challenges themselves, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on, as well as triple money, gold, and XP on featured series game modes, which if you don't have any sort of role, that's what you want to focus on during this month of April for the event month. So let's start off with our major bonus for the week: triple money, triple XP, and triple roll XP on all trader sale missions. Of course, you need the trader roll to take advantage of this bonus, but what this is going to do is make you just a stupid amount of money. Let's go over to our butcher's table. We have a sell ready to go. I've been sitting on this for a while, actually, just because I have not been really grinding this game. You can see if we sell locally, we can make $1,500 from delivering 100 trader goods. And like I said, that is a local distance. You don't have to travel far at all for this type of thing. It's super fast, super easy. But what I would recommend you do anyway is sell long distance, because you'll be making $1,875 every single call. It's essentially going to be 4 hours, because how the trader roll breaks down is you're only able to produce, say if you have max materials, you're only able to produce anyway 25 goods for your trader roll before you run out of supplies. And what the game is going to have you do is you're either going to go out and fetch supplies manually, or you're going to buy supplies. I backed out of this by accident. So you can see here with my production, it's halted because we have max goods, but you can see in the bottom right hand corner, there's order supplies and start resupply missions. If you are farming trader and you want to rank up the roll fast, I would just obviously do the resupply missions yourself, because you'll be getting roll XP for completing the resupply missions. Obviously, when you're doing the sell missions, you'll be making triple roll XP this week. And so you can actually supercharge your trader roll rank up, if you still need to rank it up, by only producing, like, say, one good, selling it locally. Don't worry about the money while you're ranking up trader, because you want to max it out to level 20 fast. You want to get the large delivery wagon. That's where the money with trader is coming in. But you can only produce up to 25 trader goods at a time before you need to either do a resupply mission yourself or order supplies. So if you can see in the bottom right hand corner, you can order supplies. That will cost you $20. What you could do is simply order those supplies, and the game will basically make you wait 10 minutes before you get them delivered. But you can quickly just switch lobbies, and when you spawn in back in at your camp, you'll have the materials or the supplies already delivered. The other part of the trader roll you have to worry about is the materials. You can get these by donating animal skins, carcasses, feathers, animal teeth, things like that. All these things besides fish can go into your butcher's table. You can donate them, and you can see that materials bar. You need to basically turn 200 materials worth into goods. Each good takes 2 minutes to produce. So what you're basically going to be ending up doing here is waiting about 3 hours, 20 minutes, 3 hours, 30 minutes to produce everything for trader. And then you're going to be selling long distance. Call it just every single 4 hours you could be selling trader at that point, because it's going to take 50 minutes to produce 25 goods. Then you need to either order supplies, switch lobbies, and have them delivered instantly, also while this whole time keeping up with your trader materials, or do your resupply mission. You'll get the production going again. But every 50 minutes you want to resupply trader, keep your materials topped up, and I will give you guys a guide a little bit later on how you can do this. But first, let's go in with the sell mission and make that $1,875, because I'll just quickly tell you my gameplay loop going through this and how I kind of run things. Say I do the trader goods, and I order supplies every 50 minutes. Some players just say do the resupply, it's not worth paying for the supply. I'm just trying to make it really easy, and I'm trying to get those trader goods going every single hour, or get the trader production always producing. I don't want to waste time on the resupply missions, because I can make more than $20 in that amount of time by doing a legendary bounty or something on the 10 minutes I'm saving on the resupply mission and things like that. Running the resupply mission for myself, that would take time. That's about a 5-minute resupply mission, things like that. But when you're selling trader, let's say, it's now been 3.5 hours, you're you're ready for a long distance sell. What are you gonna do? So let's jump in because you're gonna get a quick cutscene, you're gonna spawn, things like that. Quick tip as well, if you're over here, I'll have to show you on the map. So quick tip as well, I'll show you on the map while this is a long distance trader delivery. We're going all the way to Rhodes, so we have quite the distance to go. I'll definitely speed up that part, but you can see we're going all the way down here for $1,875. If you guys are selling locally, make sure to actually set your spawn location here to, you know, Little Creek. If you can, set your camp location that way, because if you deliver locally and you have a camp in this area, just this specific area right here, I usually come over to this spot on the map, look southwest, and you'll consistently get a camp delivery right here. But if you deliver locally, you'll always be selling to Walla Station right here. So that's what I've been doing because I haven't been wanting to do long distance deliveries recently. Yeah, I'm sacrificing $125 normally because it's $625 long distance with single money or $500 local distance with single money. But it's just been worth it for me to use this location to farm those deliveries. But nonetheless, we are going to be going all the way out to Rhodes, so I will see you guys there. I'll speed this part up. You may have some enemies pursuing you, things like that. If you guys are selling and you're not, you know, utilizing some method to have a solo lobby in this game, you know, either if you're on PC or PlayStation or Xbox, there's various methods to do that. You can Google how to do it, things like that. You will have, of course, players to watch out for, so some tips would be have your dynamite bow at the ready or explosive ammo in your Lancaster repeater, incendiary or explosive ammo in your pump action shotgun or any other shotgun for that matter, you know, explosive ammo in any of your guns, and that way you can protect yourself if there's a posse that tries to roll up on you and harm you. But besides that, of course, you have a limited amount of time. We have about, what do we have, 26, 27 minutes for this delivery. It started, I didn't check. But when you're doing these yourself as well, the only real thing you have to watch out for in terms of NPCs are just a couple NPCs pursuing you. You know, you don't have too many. My trader wagon's going all over the place. And for some reason, it also has stopped right here, which is a little bit concerning. I don't know why this horse doesn't want to run forward. Typically, you should just be able to aim ahead and this wagon will drive itself for you, and that's literally it. But you can see we're sitting here and, like, for some reason, okay, now it's actually working, so we don't have to worry. But yes, with that being said, I will see you guys over at Rhodes. Sometimes on your travels, you may actually even get lucky running past, you know, some treasure hunters that are selling treasure maps in this game, like this guy. They usually, you know, will sell you the map for $100, but you should never be doing that. You should just fighting them, punching them, knocking them out. See, we took the map out of their hands right there. He was supposed to get knocked out. We actually just knocked him off the cliff. But these guys, you lose honor when you fight them. But the point of knocking them, I mean, you could kill them if you want to, but I'm just going to knock this guy out because we just want to be able to loot the treasure hunter and see if we can get an opportunity to get an extra map. We didn't get it, but you could see it's worth it right there. Now, we're still decently far from Rhodes. We've been on this delivery for actually almost 11 minutes now, so this is gonna end up being probably like a 15-minute delivery, but that makes sense for a long distance. That's why I say, you know, 50 minutes per 25 goods for trader produce. That's 200 minutes in total. That's 3 hours 20 minutes. Factor in another, you know, 10 to 15 minutes to deliver, or sometimes even more. But all in all, between 3 hours 30 minutes and 4 hours of gameplay, as long as you're staying on top of resupplying trader, making sure the materials and the supplies are topped up, well, you're looking at a trader sale for $1,875. And this is basically, besides the sale mission, this is all passive money. This is outside of, you know, the money you could be making from Bounty Hunter or Moonshiner or any other active grinding content in the game, right? Like, when I stream Red Dead Online, I usually do a 4-hour stream. I sell my Berry Cobbler Moonshine 4 times a stream. I sell that once every hour. And I also make sure right after that to go top up any trader materials I need, make sure that the supplies are good to go. And that's also at the end of the stream or at the beginning of the stream, depending on what my timing is, right? That's when I do a sell mission. And finally, yeah, this is going to be literally a 15-minute delivery right here, just over the time limit, because we had 26 minutes to deliver, and obviously we're ending at 11 minutes. There's either two variations when you finish your trader supply or your trader sell. You either have enemies fighting at the end, or you could just deliver. If you have to fight the enemies, just make sure you park the wagon first in the spot and then fight everyone. You're good to go. Let's check out our payout here, because I wanted to show you guys that. 5,000 goods sold to buyers. That's a trader award. 7,500 XP, 500 XP as well, along with $1,875. Let's reset this trader award right here. You can see how much I've farmed trader. And honestly, I'm going to be completely honest right here. It's not even that much. Like, I'm only halfway done with this award. Trader is obviously a very useful business to make money in this game, but with a lot of things, a lot of my money comes from active grinding and things like that. Like trader, I mean, that's a lot of trader goods. That's 250 trader deliveries right there at 5,000 goods sold, which is pretty solid. 250, and probably I would say 200 of them were long distance. The other 50 were maybe local, because I've been doing that a lot this year. But either way, trader is extremely fast and effective for making money in this game, and we also got 40 gold nuggets for resetting that award. So that was a great cash injection for our character right there. So now that trader sale is done, and I need more materials for my butcher's table to get my production started, because well, obviously we're gonna need more if we're gonna be producing more trader goods and selling those for triple money. You can go hunt any single free roam animal and skin. Jesus, I can't not talk today, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly, excuse me. You can go anywhere out in the open world, skin animals, and either use their skin and donate it to the butcher's table, or if it's a small or medium-sized animal, just use their entire carcass. That's going to give you more materials. But what I would recommend you do is take advantage of the naturalist role, because the legendary animals that you farm during the naturalist role and Harriet missions will be giving you the absolute most materials when you donate them to your butcher's table. Once again, on screen you can see a screenshot of all the legendary animals in Red Dead Online, both the free roam ones as well as the mission based ones, and you could see the legendary animals materials chart if you decide if you want to sell them to Gus, or if you want to use the skins and carcasses and donate them to your butcher's table. But that being said, let's start up a Harriet mission. She was actually pretty mad at me before. She probably is going to end up spraying me right here. So let's start a mission. And okay, wow, she's actually not that upset at me, so that's good. Let's go and hunt down, I would say, the ruddy moose right now. I think that one will be probably the quickest. The cross fox, there's one really annoying variation that can take you like 10 or 15 minutes. I just don't want to deal with it. The night beaver is also pretty solid, but let's go hunt a moose. A moose is a super large animal, and a moose, you can't donate the entire carcass to Crips. To end the mission, you have to skin it, so you'll just be donating the pelt, but the pelt value of the muddy moose is pretty solid. Did I say the muddy moose? I meant the ruddy moose. I wasn't kidding, ladies and gentlemen. I am all over the place today with my speech. So we are in the naturalist mission now, where we gotta hunt down the ruddy moose. So this, I'm just showing you this if you have the naturalist role, because this is the best way to farm materials for the trader. I don't bother hunting free roam animals at all. I mean, if I need to get skins for daily challenges or something like that, of course I'll take advantage, but specifically when it comes to keeping up with my trader materials, I will always go after legendary animals. I don't bother with free roam ones. So this is just a public service announcement that if you're kind of new to Red Dead Online and you have the trader, this is why I say in all my Red Dead Online tips and tricks that the best complement to the trader role and the way to supercharge trader and make it super fast and effective is actually by getting the naturalist role and utilizing the Harriet missions. This one's a little bit annoying because we need to search a bunch of clues, and I'm just taking Minty Big Game. One, to top up my cores, but also depending on the mission variation, there's some actual NPC enemies to fight. So I'll probably just speed this part up. This whole mission just has you searching clues. Eventually, when you search enough, you'll get the location of the moose. It's been so long since I did this exact variation, considering I also haven't been grinding the game recently because my PC crapped out on me and my backup PC didn't really run this game that well. So I've been on the GTA grind mostly for the past half year, not really with Red Dead per se, but let's speed this part up and let's just get to the part where we're hunting down the moose. And here with that clue, it says the call of a large moose can be heard in the distance, head towards the sound. And this is basically where we're gonna find the location. Pretty soon we could see some enemies already around here, some NPCs that we actually want to be fighting, but we'll find the muddy moose. But we'll also find the ruddy moose once we kill those 3 enemies. So you can see the location gets marked by the paw print on your map. We've only been on this mission for 3 minutes and 40 seconds now, so you can see this is going to be about a 4-minute naturalist mission. 4 minutes for the amount of materials for the trader role that this moose is going to give us is way worth doing compared to hunting any single free roam animal in the game. It'll take you so long hunting down cougars and alligators and deer and pronghorn to get the materials that you could just get from hunting down one legendary ruddy moose in less than 5 minutes here. Boom, we can jump back into the free roam. And, you know, occasionally Harriet's gonna get mad at you and spray you, and that's just part and parcel of using the naturalist role to supercharge your trader role, but the 2 roles go hand in hand. I think people really sleep on the naturalist role. They just think, oh, it's boring, because all you're doing is hunting animals, and, you know, selling to Gus doesn't make you that much money. That's not really the point of the naturalist role, or that's not the smart way to go about it. That's how Rockstar built it out, but they have a nice synergy with the trader role. So all we need to do when we get back into the open world, throw that pelt on our horse, we can use our wilderness fast travel, and we're just going to fast travel right back to camp here, spend $1 to eat ourselves back. If you don't have the wilderness fast travel, no worries, just run to your nearest town, something like that. Don't switch lobbies to go to your camp. You will lose that pelt, so you can toss it in your hunting wagon or things like that. But as soon as we get back to camp, we're going to go over here, call our horse, head over to the butcher's table, and as you can see, actually, excuse me, horse, what is she? She's getting caught on my stew pot. Like, of all things that can go wrong in this video with me unable to speak correctly and my horse getting stuck and despawning and things like that. That's all happening out. Like I said, I did forget to go and order some more supplies. So we're just going to do that. But here, I could show you right here. So we have no supplies, right? This is a perfect opportunity to show you. We just bought supplies for $20. We're also going to donate this legendary Ruddy Moose pelt for 44.38 materials. Look at the bar that gives us. That's it. Our trader materials are already halfway full again. We can donate a moose antler from the legendary moose for almost 9 materials, and we are definitely halfway at this point when it comes to materials. So we just need to hunt basically one other large legendary animal. But you can see here, we don't have our goods, right? And just to show you and prove that buying supplies and switching lobbies works, let me do it right now. I just bought supplies. I'm going to switch lobbies. We are going to go back to our camp. It's going to take us a second just to go through here, and of course, you know, make our way back into the camp. I'm not going to do any sort of cut or anything like that because I want to prove to you guys how fast and effective this actually is. Like I said, you are spending the $20, but it's worth it because you're not needing to go out on the resupply mission. I feel like once you're already max level with the trader, there's no sense in doing the resupply missions yourself anymore. Yeah, you're also sacrificing money on the sale, but all in all, with 4 resupplies, you're only sacrificing $80, and all the time that I spend on resupply missions, or all the time that I'm saving buying supplies instead of going on resupply missions, I could actually be earning more money in that amount of time. So here we are. We're back here at the butcher's table and our trader business. You can see our camp is operational. Our production is operational because I bought the supplies, then I switched lobbies, and boom, you cheese the mechanic and the supplies end up back at your camp immediately. So one final tip and trick for the video right there. But with all that said, that's the main way of making money this month. Trader sales, of course, trader out free roam event. You are getting double gold on completing all daily challenges, but it's not for the challenges themselves. I'm really disappointed in that. Rockstar was kind of misleading us, and we can get the details from the Newswire. It's still not very clear, but you could see we're not making 20 gold nuggets for week 1 of our daily challenges here. I did a few, and they don't even work. Like, I'll just take a portrait right now, a self-portrait, so you could see. At week 1, you know, 10 gold nuggets is the usual gold payout. You're not getting 10 gold nuggets for completing the daily challenge, for example, right here, of taking the self-portrait. We're not getting 20 right there. We're just getting 10. The bonus is double gold on completing all 7 normal daily challenges. Or if you do, for example, 9 total roll daily challenges. That's the bonus that you're getting. The bonus that you get of, like, you know, half a gold bar, whatever the case is. I forget exactly what it is off the top of my head, but that bonus itself is what's double, because you get a completion bonus for completing all 7 daily challenges or 9 roll dailies. You can see, so it's 60 gold nuggets. General challenges are going to be 60 gold nuggets. Roll challenges are going to be 30. That is nice to have at least some double gold, but for the challenges themselves, we haven't seen that in a while, and it would be good to see it. Anyways, let's eat 3 camp stew just to close out this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Make sure to check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. And would love to have you guys join the live stream over there, interact. You know, I'm live streaming more GTA Online recently. I'll be totally honest and transparent with you guys. But this is a good month to grind Red Dead Online, and I will be playing more in the future because I still need to reach that $1 million goal. We've been trying. We've been working towards it. We're getting very close. I mean, we've earned a ton of gold in this game. We've earned a ton of money. Let's actually just go to our progress real fast so we can see. I have to go to my general stats, my character. You can see we're getting very, very close here. We're day 1 PC player. We've earned almost 4,200 gold bars. We've earned almost $1,250,000. We've also spent $318,000 and also spent over 1,500 gold bars. But we are getting very, very, very close to that $1 million just sitting on my character, and I really want to hit that soon. I meant to hit it at the end of the year, but with my PC crapping out on me, and I was out of commission with this game November, December, January, February, and March. I mean, now at this point, I'm hoping to just get this done because this is a goal I've been working towards for a while. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.